I've got, this video will probably have been in two parts now. This is a spare peg that I found in a hiker box. I've got 4 pegs that I use for my bag, which I haven't seen recently, which is worrisome. It's very worrisome indeed. I'll have to scour through this and see if I can't find them, because if I can't, I'm in trouble. So moving on and trying to get over my paranoia. This is the bag that my sleeping bag came in, but it's not waterproof, so when I first started using it I was keeping my clothes in here. Not a good idea, even if it's compression, because it's not waterproof. It's terrible. But I'm keeping my pot in there because, like I say, I use rubbish bags to line my bag in, and these pointy bits will rip straight through it, so I keep it in here to stop that from happening. Big elastic band that goes around it. I found it, or somebody found it and gave it to me. That goes around it just to keep the lid on. And inside it I've got, somebody gave me a spork to replace the one I got. If I can give you advice, buy a metal spork that fits in, and that will last you, because otherwise plastic does break. This is quite good and it probably will last me, but I've had to cut the end off to make sure it fits in right. But I don't know, if you can get metal, I think. First aid kit, the same one I had last time. It's got rehydration stuff and headache pills and stuff. I haven't needed it that much, but other people have, which is part of the reason me taking it, in case other people needed it. In here is shoelaces and replacement elastic elastic line, I guess you would call it, that goes on my sleeping bag. No, not. Sorry, my hammock. Knee braces. Haven't been using them. Probably don't need them. They were expensive. I'd say if you don't have knee problems, wait until they actually develop, then get them. I may even get rid of these, but they were so expensive, because they were $15 a hit, so $30. But frankly, they're useless, or at least I don't use them. Yeah, and I may develop knee problems, but I haven't so far. My knees have been fine, and so yeah, my advice: wait until you actually get it. And for all that stuff that I don't generally have the use for, I put in this, which was the bag that the installation system came in, and just throw it somewhere. Some glue and stuff that has come in handy, and a toothbrush for cleaning my boots with. That's the seam stuff that I put seam grip on all the seams of my boots, because my boots have been brilliant, except for that the seams started popping. So I put seam grip on I clean them within an inch of their lives, then I put alcohol on all the seams, cleaning those so they're really good and pristine, and then seam gripped the whole lot, and that's really, really helped. So I should have done that the first day I got it, which I may have mentioned before. But my boots have been brilliant. They're Mendel Air Revolution. I'd recommend you get those and then put seam grip on all the laces, or if you're in Britain, the equivalent to seam grip. I don't know what that would be, but find it. Put it on all the seams, all the stitching, and yeah, it really helps, and it would be brilliant if I had done that. These are the bottles I keep my alcohol in. I originally started with bottles that you would traditionally use for water, which were metal ones. Apparently, there's a coating inside those that actually react with alcohol, so you don't want to actually get that, and these are probably lighter and better anyway. And these are just Gatorade bottles, or no, that's Powerade. This is a Powerade bottle, and that's just another bottle that you can get anywhere. And frankly, either buy yourself a drink and get it, or look through bins. Seriously, just swallow your fucking pride and look for a bin now and again. This is a bag that I just found here. I don't know if I'll take it with me or not. This is a lunchbox that somebody gave me a while back. I keep my crackers and stuff in it, just to stop them shaking into pieces. Possibly a bad idea because it's more weight, but I like having it. What else? So, my coat, my waterproof coat that I originally had, my waterproof trousers that I originally had. Just a quick note on that, I did break the zip on this a couple of times. Do yourself a favour, don't get frustrated with your zip, be very careful with them, and if you do break your zip, like it comes off and it starts splitting the zip and everything, be patient, sit down and actually work out what's wrong, find out how to fix it, and then take your time doing it. You can fix them more than likely, but you have to perform surgery. You have to take your scissors from your knife and do it that way. It takes time and patience, but you can get it done. I did, and it was a really big success. So that's them. Osprey water bladder, which did pop. I don't know if you can see that. That's the glue that I used. I put duct tape on the inside of where the hole was so that I wouldn't contaminate the inside. Put then glue on top of it. It may not have guaranteed that it would. It probably maybe not been the best idea, but it worked. But the fact is, I've discovered that apparently any outfitter that carries an Osprey water bladder will, if you hand it over when it's damaged or popped or whatever, they'll hand you a new one straight away with no quarrel. Apparently, I haven't tested that yet, but let's find out if that's true. But that's what I've done there. Moving on again. This is a bag cover. Somebody just gave it to me, and I don't know if I can say it works or not because water still gets in. But if nothing else, it does put up another barrier. So more barriers to water is better. It was broken when I found it, but a guy in one of the outfitters stitched it up for me and put one of these on there. He's spring deals. I don't know what you would call it, a toggle, spring toggle. So that's that. Rubbish bag again that I used to line my pack, and we move on to my biggest change, which is I've got rid of my low alpine pack, which is a pile of crap, as those of you who've been following me for a while know. And this is the name of it. Ariel, what do you call that? Don't know. Again, can't read. Ariel 65. You can Google that for yourselves to find the details. It's been brilliant. It's been great. I've loved using it, and of course they come with the lifetime guarantee. And Osprey are desperate to keep a good reputation. Finally, in this room, because I have to go somewhere else to do the next bit. But my Hennessy hammock. So yeah, and that's been good. But and you can hear it rustling in there. I've got my emergency space blanket inside there as well. Oh, and that's the hole that was in it that I had to sew up. So that's the long and short of it. It's been generally good. I think I'd like using a hammock more than anything else if I've not had much experience, but it's been brilliant. And the space blanket really keeps me toasty. And just finally, quickly, just a pair of headphones, the same ones I started with, and the charger that I started with to keep my phone. Oh, and my new hat, which all of you probably remembered me buying, which I needed. So that's all my stuff apart from the stuff that I have to go somewhere else to show you. So 1 minute. So the last thing I want to show you quickly is my Rainfly, which is the same one that I got. This is my tarp Rainfly thing that I originally got. I said previously that it's not big enough, or it's adequate, but you could probably do with getting it bigger. What actually I've discovered is what you need is to do it, put it up separately and not attach it to your hammock like Hennessy tell you to, because you would attach it to the same line that you use to sleep in your hammock. What happens is you sit in it and then it deflates. You get it all tightened up, but then the hammock is sitting lower and therefore the fly deflates. So if you unattach it from there, and I've just found some line and some and this which came off a strap that I found, which will probably work really well. Don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, and that's what I'm going to use instead. And so if you deattach it and you have it separately, then obviously you can put it up before you put up your hammock, which is a real big help, and you can put it up straight away and you have your shelter straight away. And the last thing is this, which is the pack liner that I originally had. It's not big enough really to line a pack. If you're going to get one like this to line your pack with and not use garbage bags, get it at least 10 to 20 litres bigger than the one you have, just to be sure that you can really pack it out and really get everything in it. So yeah, but what I use this for instead is that I take it and put my bag in it every night. So then, because it's big enough to fit my bag in once I've taken out all the if I've put it up, if I've put my food in a bear bag, then there you go. I'll put my food in my bear bag and taking it out, then that obviously lessens it, and it doesn't have my sleeping bag in it or my Hennessy hammock, so it's quite empty and it fits in there with a struggle. But then you can then set it up, and it's basically more waterproof, and then it's under your tarp anyway, so it won't get wet, or if it does, it'll be very little. So yeah, that's pretty much the lot. So comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll promptly ignore you. No, seriously, I do need more advice if you've got it. So that's pretty much it. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you again. See you later.